Hi there, this is the Aussie Fisherman Greg. Today I want to show you how I cook crabs in the crab cooker I got from Mine and Bark. And once we cook them, I'll get them out, and then I'll show you how to clean them, and then I'll show you how to get the meat out of the shells easily. So I'll just put these in the cooker now. Okay, I'm about to put the crabs in, but I'll put some coarse salt in there to give it the salty taste, because I can't use fresh seawater because we're too far away from the ocean. So I'll put these crabs in now. They're being prepared, ready to put in. And now I'll just turn the heat up a bit more, so it'll be pretty loud, and we'll pause it while they're cooking, because they've got to cook for about another 15 minutes from the boil. So I've got to bring them back to the boil and then time them 15 minutes. As I turn the heat up, I'll just remind you, if you're cooking them on the stove at home, you probably need to give them 20 minutes, but because there's really rapid boiling in this cooker, we give them 15 minutes. Aussie Fisherman Greg, back again. The crabs are cooked now, so 15 minutes is up. And so I'll just lift them out. And I've got some Aussie brine water there to put them in to cool them down. Now I'll show you how to take the body, the shell off the body. Should be nearly cool enough now. Off of there. Rightio, now we just got to take the shell off the body itself. So I just put my thumb in there like that, and I pull back on that shell, and it just breaks it away. It's a lot easier to do when they're cooked like that. Then we just get rid of all this other stuff. Now I just break them in half so we can wash them off. Do this last one. Just cutting the tie that it was tied up, when it was alive. And now, just doing the same thing again. I'm going to take the shell off the back of the crab. Just break it all slowly like that. And all this other stuff you can't eat. I'll just go to show you this one. all that stuff that you saw me break away from the body there to clean it. I was at a party one night and they had the whole crab on the plate, and this guy from overseas, or I don't know where he was from, he started picking, he pulled the shell off and started eating all that other stuff. And I said, hey mate, he said, that's not, he said, oh, I don't like this crab that much. And I said, mate, that's not the meat. I said, you're eating the guts. So he was sort of a bit sick after that, but yeah, so it's important to get rid of all that stuff and wash them properly before you start to eat it. Now this next part is like if you break the nipper out like that, you get a lot of the meat come out with the nipper in one go. So you just take that meat off the end there like that. And see, that's all, you know, really good fresh eating meat. And then normally when you do this, the meat comes out like that. And I don't know, there's nothing left in there. So you just take that meat off there. And then the next part, I use the knife just to break the back of it. And you'll see there's a nice little bit of meat in that elbow part there. And don't leave the shell in there because it gets a bit crunchy when you try to eat it later. This part here, you usually just break it up the top. And it's not a real chock-a-block full crab, this one. But there's still a lot of meat in there. And you just break that meat off like that. And just thing, and then those shells can just go in the rubbish. Now with the other part now, you can get the leg. Oh yeah, what can I do it? But anyway, we'll get to this part with the leg. I've broken that little piece off the bottom, so if you just go like that, you pull it out and there's all the meat left on the leg. And you don't have to try and crunch it up and suck it out with your teeth. You can just pull them out like that, and see, that's even doing it for me today. I was terrified of doing this and it wouldn't work, so it's working. I'll do another one and just show you that it's not just luck. There we go. See how the meat came all out in one go, and then you just pull it down like that and you pull it off those little things there. And here's another one. Just make sure you just snap it a bit at the top and then before you pull it out. And this is what I was trying to show you, is to pull the base of the leg right out of the body, and you'll take a hell of a, you know, most of the meat out of the body. You're still got to go back to the body and get the rest of the meat, but this, when you pull the legs out like this, people hate you for doing that because there's not much left after you in the body after you do it, but it's a very easy way to get your meat out. Just a little bit fiddly, this job, but and if you do miss a couple of shells, well, when you're eating it, it's just a little bit crunchy, as my daughter used to say. Just starting to get the rest of the meat out of the body that's, you know, that was left when we took the legs out. There's still meat left in there, and just a little bit fiddly. Some people use a little fork thing, and it works pretty good. But I like to just use my fingers. Wash your hands before you start, and so you want to make sure you get all the meat, because see, these crabs that we, you know, these crabs, you know, when you buy, you know, people buy them if they don't catch them themselves. See, I've caught these yesterday myself, so and it's still, I could be selling them for a pretty good price, but we wanted to have a feed, and I thought I'll do a video and just show you how I get the crab meat out, and maybe next time you buy a crab, it'll be a lot easier. And plus, like I said, you don't want to waste too much, because these crabs are around $40 or $50 a kilo, so you know, an average bear that has to buy them, you know, you can't leave too much meat in the shells, you know. So I'll just do one more body, just to show you again. See how I took that nipper out, and look at all the meat that's left on it. You know, like there's enough for a, well, there's nearly enough for a sandwich. Oh, it would be more than enough for a sandwich there. And I'll try and get these legs out there like this. See how that leg came out? And I'll just get the meat off it, and I'll just show you. It doesn't always play ball, but you can still get the meat out of the body later anyway. It's just, this is just an easy way. Well, there's one of those ones that I said does happen sometimes. So you've got the end there, and there's the other part. I'll just do one more and just hopefully this one works. There we go. Look, see, there's all the meat. And there's another one. Sometimes you might have to squeeze it back the other way. Right, and then I'll try and get this leg out the back again. See what I mean about how much meat comes out by just robbing the leg out of the body. We used to do that at parties and that, and everyone used to get cranky because there's not a lot of meat left in the body once you pull the legs out like that. But if you just break it in half to do the rest of them, you'll get all that other meat out. It's just a little bit fiddly, but you know, like I said, it's beautiful eating meat and it's very expensive, so you don't want to leave too much in there. But you can see by pulling those legs out, there's not a lot of meat left in the body, you know, like, so it's an easy way of doing it, and unless you're a little bit experienced, you may have a little bit of trouble getting the last bit out like I did, but really it's the most important thing is to try and get as much out as you can, and that way you're not wasting any. So I'll just make that, that's all I'll do now, because I don't want to make it too long a video, but you've got the idea and that. So I'll just do one more of these just to show you. See how that all, see, most of the meat came out that time. Sometimes you have to just help the last little bit out. There. See, there's good meat in that elbow. A lot of people, you know, might even waste that bit. See, here's a nice nipper. So that's an Aussie ice cream. Yum yum. But they are beautiful eating mud crabs. So that's it for today. I just thought I'd show you how to get the meat out of the crab easily, and how to clean it, and how to cook it. So this is the Aussie Fisherman signing off.